Hi everyone, welcome. My name's Sophia and today I'll be leading you all through a 60-minute Vinyasa class. For today's practice, feel free to use a block, or if you're in your apartment, maybe substituting with a book or any other thing that you can prop yourself up on. So begin today's practice in a seated position at the top of your mat, maybe finding easy pose, lining your heels up with one another and allowing your palms to gently rest upon your knees. From here, allow your eyes to flutter shut and slowly begin to notice your breath, whether it may be fast or slow. Not changing it just yet. And we'll slowly try to begin to find our Ujayi Pranayama, or our ocean breath. This breath is made through constricting your throat, and it should sound like an ocean wave. So from here, we'll do 3-part breath. So the 3-part breath is formed from breathing in through your tummy, then your chest, and then your collarbones lift. And then when you exhale, it's collarbones down, chest exhales, and then belly exhales. So begin by inhale and exhale to prepare. And then inhale, belly, chest, collarbones, and exhale, collarbones, chest, stomach. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And then from here, feel free to set your sankalpa or your intention for today's practice. Maybe sending some of the love you cultivate today on your mat to someone in need. And taking a few moments to reflect on your sankalpa. And then we'll begin to start adding movement back into our bodies. So from here, feel free to lift your shoulders up towards your ears on your inhale, and exhale, release your shoulders down your back. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Then we'll move in the opposite direction. Inhale and exhale, release your shoulders down your front body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale back to a neutral spine and exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear towards right shoulder, and exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and maybe this time finding a full revolution if that feels nice. Doing whatever feels good in your body today. On your next breath, maybe going in the opposite direction. Allowing yourself about 2 more breaths. Wherever you are. And then on your next inhale, gently finding a neutral spine and sweep your arms up overhead. From here, exhale, plant your right arm beside you, sweeping your left arm up overhead for a side body stretch. So from here, feel free to stay on your palm, or if you'd like a little extra, you can walk your hand towards your right side, coming onto your forearm. Whatever you do, make sure with every inhale you feel lengthening in your left side body. If you move on to your forearm, feel free to use your inhale to rise up onto your palm. From here, exhale, and all together we'll inhale back to center. From here, exhale, plant your left palm beside you, sweeping your right arm up overhead, finding that side stretch once again. So staying on your palm, or if you'd like to go a little deeper, walking your hand out beside you, coming onto your forearm. Making sure both sit bones are equally grounded into your mat. With every inhale, feeling your right side body expand. If you're on your forearms, gently make your way back onto your palms, and all together inhale, rise back to center. From here, we'll be taking a twist. So on your exhale, twisting towards your right side, bringing left palm on top of right knee, and using your right hand as a prop behind you, making sure each vertebrae is stacked one on top of the other here. Feel free to look over your right shoulder for a little extra. With every exhale, maybe finding a deeper twist. On your next inhale, look forward, and exhale, release your bind. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, and exhale, twist towards your left side. Right palm rests on top of left knee, and using your left hand behind you as a prop. Looking over your left shoulder if you'd like a little extra. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, release. From here, we'll be taking a few revolutions with our spine, fully warming it up. So maybe moving in the clockwise direction and counterclockwise. Taking any other movements your body may need right now. Allowing yourself about 2 more breaths to explore. And whenever you're ready, use your next inhale to come back to center. And from here, we'll walk our hands out in front of us, finding tabletop position. So in tabletop, shoulders are stacked over wrists and hips are stacked over knees. From here, we'll take a few cat-cows. On your inhale, drop your belly, look up, and exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last one, inhale cow, and exhale cat. Inhale back to your neutral spine, and we'll take bird dog here. So there's 3 variations that I'll show you. So the first one, inhale, sweep your right arm in front of you. You can take this a step further by inhale to bring your left leg behind you, flexing your left foot to create a straight line from your fingertips to your heel. Feel free to hang out here, or if you'd like, on your exhale, you can add movement, rounding your spine, bringing elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round, holding here for 1 breath. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, plant your right palm and left knee onto the mat. From here, we'll take Dancing Tiger. So Dancing Tiger is a free-flowing movement. You can take spinal bends, maybe looking over your right shoulder, and then your left. Or if you'd like, you can move your hips in one direction and then the other. You can even shake your head yes or no here, taking any movements that feels nice. One more breath wherever you are. And on your next inhale, finding a neutral spine. From here, feel free to inhale, sweep your left arm in front of you, staying here if you'd like, or lengthening your right leg behind you for bird dog. From here, if you'd like to add that movement once again, on your exhale, round your spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round, holding here for 1 breath. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, plant your left palm and right knee back onto the mat, taking another Dancing Tiger to ring it out. About 1 more breath here. Then on your next inhale, finding a neutral spine once again, tuck your toes and exhale, send your sit bones up and back for our first down dog of the day. So from here, feel free to pedal out the feet, bending one knee and then the other, and creating a straight line from your wrists to your shoulders to your hips. Feel free to add as much bend into your knee as you'd like to create that straight line. We'll be here in 2 more breaths. Hands are shoulder width apart and feet are hips width apart. And on your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, tiptoe to the top of the mat, finding a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly rise 1 vertebrae at a time. Your head is the last to come up. Maybe taking a shoulder roll here if you'd like. Good. So we'll meet in Tadasana, mountain pose here. Shoulders stack over hips and hips stack over ankles. Your palms can face forward here. And you can allow your eyes to flutter shut as you come back to your Sankalpa. Or even maybe taking a water break if you'd like. Take about 2 more breaths here. For our first sun salutation, we'll start with some side bends. So on your inhale, sweep your arms up overhead and grabbing your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale here and exhale, bend towards your right side. With every inhale, feeling a lengthening in your left side body. Inhale, rise back to center and switching grips, grabbing your right hand with your left palm. Inhale here and exhale, bend towards the other side. Inhale back to center and exhale, release. Maybe shaking it out if you'd like. And then we'll begin our Surya Namaskar A sequence. So in this sequence, we'll match one breath per movement. So we'll begin, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, plant your hands, step back. And from here, we'll move through our Vinyasa. Feel free to drop your knees onto the mat. As you inhale, shift your weight forward, and exhale, release onto the mat, keeping your elbows pinned beside you. Maybe untucking your toes, and inhale for baby cobra, hands off the mat. Exhale, plant your hands, moving through tabletop into down dog. From here, you can pedal out the dog once again. Aiming to find external rotation in your shoulders here. One more breath. And on your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat, however you'd like, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms up overhead, and exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. So we'll do 2 more of those. Beginning in Tadasana, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, and we'll move through the Vinyasa. You can feel free to keep your knees on the mat in these as much as you'd like as you build strength to prepare for future poses. So for this heart opener, maybe finding full cobra, and then exhale, moving through tabletop into down dog. Two more breaths here. Maybe finding your gaze towards your shins, upper thighs, or maybe even your belly button. On your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms up overhead, and exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Last one, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, plant your hands, step back, move through your Vinyasa. If you'd like, maybe even finding up dog if that's in your practice. Taking any variation that feels good in your body today. Maybe adding some more pedals if you'd like. Getting comfortable in your dog here. Two more breaths. On your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. And inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Great job, guys. If you'd like, feel free to take a water break here or come back to your breath if you may have lost it. We'll stay in Tadasana for about 2 more breaths. So from here, we'll take Surya Namaskar B, or Sun Salutation B. So traditionally this is used, once again, 1 breath per 1 movement, but we'll run through it about 2 times. The first one will take more breaths in each pose so you can get used to it. So beginning in Tadasana Mountain Pose. From here, inhale Utkatasana Chair Pose. Pinkies are turned in, and make sure you can see all 10 toes over your knee cliffs. I like to lift my feet off the mat to make sure my weight is evenly distributed in my feet. One more breath here. And then exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, plant your hands, step back, moving through your Vinyasa, meeting in Down Dog. We'll spend 3 breaths in Down Dog here. On your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Excuse me, sorry. I was about to bring you guys through another Surya Namaskar A. So from here, inhale, sweep your right foot into the air. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your right foot in between your hands. From here, hop your back foot in at a 45-degree angle, making sure both feet are planted into the mat. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. From here, making sure your knee is stacked over your ankle and your shoulders are drawn away from your ears. You can keep your hands apart, or if you'd like to bring them together, feel free to do so. Your drishti or gaze can be straight out in front of you, or you can look towards your thumbs if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge today. One more breath wherever you are. And then on your exhale, fold forward, planting your hands and step back into high plank pose. From here, feel free to move through your vinyasa. Inhale to shift your weight forward, exhale to the mat. Inhale for your heart opener, and exhale, moving through tabletop into down dog. One more breath here. Inhale, sweep your left leg into the air. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your left foot in between your hands. From here, hop your back foot in at a 45-degree angle, and inhale, rise, warrior 1. Making sure once again that your left knee is stacked over your left ankle. Shoulders are down your back. Hips are also square here, making sure you're in this pose. And you can look towards your thumbs. One more breath wherever you are. And then on your exhale, fold forward, planting your hands, step back, and move through your vinyasa, meeting in down dog. Two more breaths in down dog. On your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat. Half lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise, Utkatasana, chair pose. 2 breaths here. And then on your exhale, finding Tadasana. Great job, guys. So we'll stay in Tadasana. If you'd like to get a water break, once again, feel free to do so before we prepare to do our second round. Allowing yourself one more breath to return into Tadasana. and then we'll move through the sequence a little faster. On your inhale, find Utkatasana, chair pose. 1 breath here. On your exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, plant your hands, step back. Moving through your vinyasa, meeting in down dog. While doing your vinyasa, make sure to match 1 breath per 1 movement, using your inhales and exhale wisely. From here, inhale, sweep your right leg into the air. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your right foot in between your hands. Hop your back foot in at a 45-degree angle, and inhale, rise. Warrior 1. We'll take 1 more breath here. And then exhale, fold forward, planting your hands, step back, and move through your vinyasa. If you're up for a little bit more of a challenge today, and you are comfortable with your knees off the mat, maybe try lifting your right foot off the mat for this vinyasa. And inhale, trying a 3 pointed chaturanga. Again, that was totally optional. Feel free to do whatever's comfortable in your body today. Inhale, sweep your left leg into the air. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your left foot in between your hands. Hop your back foot in at a 45-degree angle, and inhale, rise. Warrior 1. On your exhale, fold forward, planting your hands, step back and move through your vinyasa. If you took the challenging pose on that side, feel free to do it on this side once again, lifting your left foot off the mat. We'll take 2 more breaths in down dog. Then from here, exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, Utkatasana, chair pose. 1 more breath here. And then exhale, Tadasana. Great job, guys. So once again, staying in Tadasana, finding your breath if you may have lost it, or returning to your sankalpa or your intention for today's practice. So from here, we'll begin our Mandala Namaskar. So we'll move around the mat in one direction and the other, and I apologize if my back is faced towards you guys for this round. So to begin, we'll stand in Tadasana mountain pose. On your inhale, finding Utkatasana. Once more, we'll stay here for 2 breaths. And on your exhale, bringing your palms to heart center, maybe finding a prayer pose here. On your inhale, beginning to lift your left foot off the mat, and exhale, step it back into high crescent lunge. Feel free to inhale to sweep your arms up overhead, hanging out here if you'd like, or if you'd like to add some movement today. On your exhale, cactusing your arms, and we'll bring the left knee towards the ground. Inhale, rise, and exhale down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, rise. And exhale, down. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, open up, warrior 2. Back foot's at about a 90-degree angle. And your right knee is tracking towards your right pinky toe. Arms are out to a T, and your drishti or gaze is towards your right middle finger. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. On your exhale, bring your right forearm to the top of right thigh, sweeping your left arm up overhead for extended side angle pose. From here, if you'd like to find a bind, feel free to do so. Bringing your right arm in front of your right leg and coming behind you. If you choose to take this variation, make sure your heart is open here. Taking whatever feels good in your body today and respecting where you are. If you took a bind, use your next exhale to release. And all together, inhale, rise, warrior 2. From here, flip your right palm and bring your left hand to the back of left thigh, or reach for your right hip crease, reverse warrior. So from here, make sure to maintain the integrity of the bend in your right leg. On your inhale, rising back to warrior 2. And then inhale, straighten your right leg, twisting towards your left side, preparing for goddess squat. So I'll turn to face you guys really quick so you can see the form here. So your heels are going to be in, toes out. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, and exhale, squatting down into goddess. So from here, you can hang out, or if you'd like to add a little bit more movement today, on your inhale, rise up out of your hips, and exhale, squatting down. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. Inhale, rise. And then from here, you can exhale once again, coming back into goddess squat, maybe moving back and forth, and we'll take 1 breath here. So I'm going to flip back around, and then we'll move into our next pose. Inhale, rise up out of your hips, pivoting your left foot to face the back of your mat, hopping your back foot in at about a 90-degree angle. So from here, we're going to take Ujayi Pranayama triangle pose. Arms are out to a T. Exhale, hinge forward, finding your edge, and gently plant your left hand onto your shin, to the mat, or maybe even finding a big toe bind. If you'd like, and you have your book handy, you can bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot, hanging out on that block or book. Shoulders are stacked on top of each other here. Taking 2 more breaths wherever you are. Then on your next exhale, bringing your right hand to the top of your right hip and bringing your left hand in front of your left foot a little bit more. You can always use your block or book if it's close. So you'll hop your back foot in a little bit more. And on your inhale, lift your back foot off the mat, finding Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. You can keep your hand on the book or block here. Or if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge today, you can bring your hands to heart center, maybe one, and maybe eventually both. Whoop, getting a little shaky here, and that's totally okay. One more breath. And then on your exhale, planting both your left palm and your right hand onto the mat, stepping both feet back towards the front of the room / mat. And from here, feel free to move through your Vinyāsa or maiden down dog. From here, inhale, sweep your right leg up into the air. Exhale, bend your knees, stacking your hips. Maybe taking a few ankle rolls if you'd like in one direction and the other. Or drawing a circle with your knee clockwise and counterclockwise. Inhale back to center, straightening your legs, squaring your hips. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your right foot in between your hands. Keeping your left palm planted, inhale, sweep your right arm into the air, stacking your shoulders on top of each other. Revolves Crescent Lunge. One more breath. And then on your exhale, plant your right hand. Walk both hands towards your left side, finding a wide leg forward fold. So from here, your feet can be parallel to one another, or you can turn your toes in a little bit more for a pigeon stance. On your inhale, finding a half lift, and exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back and fold forward. If this is too much, feel free to keep your palms on the mat and bending your elbows to get a little deeper. If you feel as though your weight is sinking into your heels, shift your weight a little bit more forward to the center of your feet. This is Prasarita Padutanasana C. One more breath. And inhale, rise all the way up. Good. And on your exhale, you can release your bind. From here, pivot your left toes to face the front of the mat and hop your back foot in at a 45-degree angle, preparing for pyramid pose, making sure your hips are square here. You can inhale, and if you like that bind from the previous pose, inhale here and exhale, fold forward. Making sure to maintain a micro bend in your left knee to prevent hyperextension and any other injuries in your knee. On your inhale, maybe finding a half lift, and exhale, folding a little deeper. You should feel your right hip shifting forward and your left hip shifting back. One more breath. And then inhale, rise all the way up. From here, we'll take our last balance pose on this side. So bring your hands to heart center, maybe finding a prayer pose. You can hop your back foot in a little bit more to make it a little more accessible. So we'll find warrior 3. On your exhale, bending your left knee and folding forward. Inhale, lift your right foot off the mat. Warrior 3. Making sure to flex your right foot. Feel free to hang out here with your hands at heart center, or if you'd like, you can inhale and sweep them in front of you. 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then inhale, rise up to Tadasana, landing your right foot beside your left. From here, feel free to heel toe your feet towards the outer edges of your mat, or hips distance apart, heels in, toes out once again. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, and exhale, squat down, Malasana Yogi Squat. So I'll turn to face you guys once again. And from here, we'll take a bind on the right side, and bringing your right arm in front of your right leg, and you can reach around once again. If this is too much, feel free to stay at center, and you can even maybe make little fists with your hands and press them up against one another, aiming to have a flat back in this pose. Two more breaths wherever you are. And on your exhale, releasing your bind, coming back to center if you took it. All together, planting the hands. Inhale, lift your hips up into the air. Heel toe your feet towards one another, finding Tadasana, mountain pose. Finding a half lift once again. Exhale, hands to hips, and inhale, rise all the way up. Now it's Tadasana. So feel free to take a water break once again before we do the left side. Using your next breath to come back to Tadasana. And then we'll begin the left side. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. 2 more breaths. Exhale, hands to heart center, and lifting that right foot off the mat now. Inhale here and exhale, step it back, high crescent lunge. You can sweep your arms up overhead once again, hanging out here, or if you'd like to add a little bit more movement, on your exhale, cactusing your arms and bringing your right knee towards the ground. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise, and exhale, down. Inhale, rise all the way up, high crescent. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Back foot's at about a 90-degree angle, and your left knee is tracking towards your left pinky toe. Just your gaze is towards your left middle finger. While in this pose, you should feel as though someone's pulling your arms from either side. Two more breaths. On your exhale, left forearm to the top of left thigh, sweeping your right arm up overhead. Extended side angle. If you took a bind on the other side, feel free to do so on this side as well, bringing a left arm in front of your left leg. If you take this, make sure your heart is open. Again, doing whatever variation feels good. If you took a bind, use this next exhale to release. And all together, inhale, rise, warrior two. From here, flip your left palm and bring your right hand to the back of right thigh, or reach for your left hip crease, reverse warrior. While in this pose, making sure to maintain the integrity of the bend in your left knee. Inhale, rise, warrior two, and exhale, straighten your left leg, and twisting towards your right side, preparing for goddess squat once again. So from here, heels in, toes out. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, and exhale, squatting down into goddess. Feel free to play around here, maybe popping one heel off the mat, and then the other, and maybe eventually both. And we'll hold here for about 3 more breaths. You guys got it. Making sure you can see both big toes over your knee cliffs. One more breath, maybe sinking a little lower. And inhale, rise all the way up, straightening your legs. From here, pivot your right toes to face the back of the mat. Bring your left foot at about a 90-degree angle, preparing for Ujayi Pranayama triangle pose. Inhale, arms out to a T. Exhale, hinge forward, finding your edge. And gently bring your right hand onto your right shin, the mat, your book/block, or maybe even finding a big toe bind here with your peace fingers. Whatever you do, making sure it feels good. And for a little extra, you can look towards your top hand. One more breath. And then on your exhale, bringing left palm to your left hip. Bringing your right hand in front of your right foot a little bit. Maybe even moving your block or book if you used it. And then inhale, lift your left foot off the mat. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Hips are open in this position. And if you'd like to add that little variation here, feel free to do so. One more breath. Then on your exhale, planting both hands onto the mat, step back and move through your vinyasa, or maybe even pressing into down dog if that feels nice. From here, inhale, sweep your left leg into the air. Exhale, bend your knees, stacking your hips. Maybe taking a few ankle rolls here or knee rolls, moving clockwise and counterclockwise. Doing any movements that feel good. One more breath. And inhale, straighten your legs, squaring your hips, flexing your left foot. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your left foot in between your hands. From here, keeping your right palm planted, inhale, sweep your left arm into the air, revolved crescent lunge. Making sure your knee is stacked over your ankle here. Maybe even looking towards your left hand, if you'd like, for a little more. One more breath. And then on your exhale, plant your left hand and walk both hands towards your right side. So I'll turn to face you guys once again. So from here, maybe even finding a half lift, and exhale, folding a little deeper. Feel free to take any variation of a wide leg forward fold that you like. The one I'll be doing is a peace finger bind on my big toes. If you took this one as well, I'll find a half lift and exhale, folding a little deeper, bending the elbows to make it a little more accessible. One more breath wherever you are. Then inhale for a half lift. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, rise all the way up. Whew. So from here, you'll pivot your right toes to face the front of the room. Hop your left foot in at a 45-degree angle. Your right leg is straight here, preparing for pyramid pose. If you'd like, you can take a bind once again, inhaling here, and exhale to fold forward. Take 2 more breaths. And then inhale, rise all the way up. So from here, use your exhale to release your bind. Bring your hands to heart center. And we'll take our last balance pose of the day. Hopping your back foot in a little bit more, preparing for warrior 3. On your exhale, fold forward, bending your right leg. And inhale, lift your left foot off the mat, flexing it. That makes it a little easier. You can keep your hands at heart center if you'd like. On your inhale, reaching forward. 2 more breaths. And inhale, rise. Tadasana, mountain pose. Planting your left foot beside your right. Maybe even checking it out if you like. Taking any movements that feel good. And maybe even taking a water break if you'd like. 2 breaths in Tadasana. So from here, we'll find our hip opening sequence, a really quick one. So inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lifts. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. And we'll press into down dog for this one. Inhale, sweep your right leg into the air. And from here, feel free to hang out here in 3-leg dog. Or if you'd like to add a little bit more movement on your exhale, rounding your spine, bringing right knee to right tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to chest. And gently plant your right foot in between your hands. Dropping your left knee onto the mat and untucking your toes. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. From here, maybe cactusing your arms, and we'll take one more breath. Finding a nice heart opener. And then on your exhale, folding forward. From here, heel toe your foot towards the left edge of your mat, bringing your right heel to the inside of your left hip for Pigeon Pose. So looking back to make sure your back leg is straight, inhale here, and the exhale, fold forward. Maybe even making a little pillow with your hands and resting your forehead on top. While in Pigeon Pose, make sure your weight is evenly distributed through both hips and not just hanging out here. You don't want your weight shifted to only one side. One more breath. Then inhale, slowly rise up onto your palms. Tucking your left toes, and exhale, send your bones up and back for down dog. Taking any movements, maybe making circles with your knee, or pedaling out the dog. One breath. And inhale, sweep your left leg into the air, hanging out here if you'd like to add that movement. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your left foot in between your hands, dropping your right knee onto the mat, untucking your toes, making sure your knee is stacked over your ankle here. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. If you'd like, you can cactus your arms once again to find the heart opener. One more breath. And then on your exhale, fold forward. And from here, we'll take Pigeon Pose. Heel toe your foot towards the right edge of your mat, plugging your left heel to the inside of your right hip. So from here, making sure your back leg is straight. Inhale here, and exhale, fold forward. One more breath. And then inhale, rise up onto your palms, tucking your right toes, and exhale, send your sit bones up and back. From here, maybe pedaling the dog, or moving your knee in one direction and the other. So from down dog, exhale, bend your knees, look forward, inhale to the top of the mat, finding a half lift. From here, heel toe your feet towards the outer edges, and then exhale, sending your sit bones down, finding Mandala Yogi Squat. So from here, if you took a bind on the right side, feel free to do so on the left, bringing your left arm in front of your left knee and reaching behind. If you're back at center, feel free to hang out here or maybe make those fists once again. One more breath. If you took a bind, use your next exhale to release. And all together we'll plant the hands and gently release onto our back sides. From here, finding Badaknasana, bringing our feet together. And I'll face you guys here. So from here, feel free to open your feet up like a little book. Maybe even giving yourself a massage if that feels nice. On your inhale, finding length in your spine. And exhale, fold forward, keeping your elbows pinned beside you to encourage a straight, flat back. We'll take 3 more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, slowly rise, and we'll gently release into Supta Badaknasana. So from here, gently, you can walk your hands behind you, slowly releasing. In Supta Badaknasana, feel free to bring your right hand over your heart and your left hand over your tummy. And we'll be here for about 4 more breaths. On your next inhale, gently guiding your knees back together. And we'll allow the left leg to lengthen in front, bringing your right knee into your chest. From here, inhale and exhale, release your right knee towards your left side, opening your arms out to a T, finding a twist. You can look over your right shoulder for a little extra here. 3 breaths. Inhale back to center, hugging your right knee into your chest. And then switching knees, bring your left knee in, lengthening your right leg in front of you. Inhale here, and exhale, release your left knee towards your right side. Opening your arms out to a T, and looking over your left shoulder for a little extra. Two more breaths. Inhale back to center, hugging both knees into your chest, giving yourself a big hug on your inhale, maybe even lifting your head off the mat. And then exhale, release into Savasana, allowing your legs to lengthen in front of you and your arms beside you, closing your eyes and fully relaxing. Feel free to take up as much space as you'd like. Relax your toes. Relax your feet, relax your ankles, relax your shins, relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs, relax your hips, relax your stomach, relax your chest, relax your shoulders, relax your arms, relax your hands, relax your fingers, relax your neck, relax your head, relax your face, unfurl your eyebrows, and gently remove the hold of your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Fully relaxing. Begin to start wiggling your fingertips and your toes, adding movement back into the body. And then on your inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, maybe pointing your toes for a good morning stretch. And exhale, release onto your favorite side in the fetal position. And then with as little effort as possible, slowly make your way into a seated pose at the top of your mat. So from here, we'll take one last breath together. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to forehead. May you have peaceful thoughts. To your lips, may you have peaceful words. And to your heart, may you have peaceful actions. Thank you all so much for coming today and showing up for yourselves. Namaste. Thank you all so much again for joining me. I had a great time today. If you would please leave me feedback in the description box below. There's a little link and it'll send you to a survey for you to fill out. It'd be really helpful for me and I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, thank you all so much again for joining me and I'll see you next week. Bye.